We are now going to style the page footer. Let's start from the location text, in my case United Kingdom. By inspecting the element in the browser, we can see that the text color is a shade of dark gray. The font size is 15 pixels. The font family is Arial with a sans serif fallback. A top-bottom padding of 15 pixels and a left-right padding of 30 pixels is applied. If we get back to our CSS, we can see that at the moment this element has only one styling applied, and namely an all-around padding of 1 rem, which is 16 pixels. Let's update this value to be the one we just inspected, as well as add the font size, family and color. Once the changes have been saved, we can switch back to the browser and the location text is now the same as the original Google website. As far as the bottom links, we can see that all have the same style applied across them. The style is the same as for the location text, but the font size is slightly smaller in this case, and namely 14 pixels. Let's go ahead and add those values to the footer-bottom class and check the result. Now this is interesting. Only the font size and family are applied, whereas the text color has not changed. We can tell what's going on by inspecting one of the links in the DevTools. The browser is seeing the shade of gray we've declared in our code, but is also overriding that value with the one specified by its own internal style sheet. And this is because the specificity of this rule is higher than the rule we've declared. In order to make our color win over the browser one, we need to be more specific with our CSS selector. Instead of saying that we want the text inside our footer bottom to be dark gray, we can say that we want all anchor tags inside the footer bottom to have that color by using our best mate, the descendant selector. Yes, the bottom links are now of the desired color. We only need to add the 15 pixels padding around the bottom footer links. And now the spacing is sorted as well. Next step will be adding the small leaf icon next to the climate action link. As usual, we inspect the image in the DevTools, and from there we can see this being an img tag pointing to an awfully long URL. The height is 14 pixels and the margin right is 6 pixels. Let's make sure we add that in our index.html file right before the link for the climate action and give it a custom class. In CSS, we can then reference the class and set the height to be 14 pixels. As far as the right margin, we can't just specify that here because that would be added to the 15 pixels margin that the link has all around. What we want to do is to tell CSS that only our climate action link should have a margin left of 6 pixels, and we do that by using the adjacent sibling combinator, which targets the element that immediately follows a given one and which is represented by a plus sign. Awesome! The left icon is now displaying the correct position and with the right dimensions and spacing. Last bit, we'll be adding the light gray background to the footer and a dark gray bottom line to the top row. We can easily do that in our CSS by updating the related classes. And there you have it. Our Google homepage replica looks pretty similar to the original website. I mean, can you spot the differences? I have already seen one, as I've made a few mistakes here and there throughout our journey. But stay tuned if you want to see more of this content. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.